Hello, I'm Ann LaBelle, co-founder of Mighty Grow Organics. I asked Jean and Jan Harlow of Laurel, Mississippi to share a few of their backyard gardening secrets to success. In the Harlow's backyard is any gardener's dream. It's been featured numerous times in Southern Living magazine. The Harlows incorporated Mighty Grow Living Organic Fertilizer into their nutrient program a few years ago. Let's find out exactly how Mighty Grow fits into their bountiful backyard garden.
Mighty Grow is probably one of the best additions to the compost pile you can make, because it introduces all those microbes, all those trace minerals, and it's just fantastic. So we incorporate the Mighty Grow even in the compost pile.
So it's like a compost starter that you're using as a compost
exactly.
starter.
And we always put
Great.
anything we pull out of the garden, with the exception of tomatoes, in there.
Put stuff back. Anytime I put a new plant in, when I plant a tomato plant, I'll do a mixture of fresh compost, Mighty Grow in a bucket, and I just stir it up, and that goes down in the hole with a new tomato plant or whatever, and so each plant is planted that way with that good start. In the early part of the year, in the spring, we're gonna do soil amendments, and so at that point, you know, as soon as we can get in the garden after, say, the end of January, as soon as we can get in, I'm going to be eager to get in and till and start adding stuff into the soil. And I'm going to use a lot of Mighty Grow at that point. The beds are going to not have anything in them. I'm going to take anything out that is in them. And so I'm going to start tilling in, whether it's cow manure or compost, and my Mighty Grow. And not need to add any more Mighty Grow. That initial soil amendment is all I need for the spring garden. And about the end of June, it'll be time to side dress. In other words, add fertilizer to what we've got going on in the summer garden. And that'll be squash and cucumbers, tomatoes, green beans. All of that'll be going on. And so we'll side dress with Mighty Grow at that point for every plant. And on the green beans, of course, I'll just run a trench and put the Mighty Grow in there and let it feed into those roots.
Do you do any broadcast application? Well, you did your yard. You said that you did your yard.
We do. We broadcast in the yard, and I think it's really had a great effect. I feel like the grass is greening up really early this year, and it's getting a bright green, which I usually have to add fertilizer to get that bright green. But with the Mighty Grow from last year, it seems to be working really well.
And how did you apply that in your yard?
I broadcasted. I rented a tractor, I rented a broadcaster that hooked onto the back end of my four-wheeler hitch, and put the Mighty Grow in, because we put a ton a lot of Mighty Grow in the yard. It's 3.5 acres, and we put it everywhere. We let it go into flower beds, and as far as it would cast out of that broadcaster, we let it cast. And everything is better for it, of course. And if you can't get something, then you just do it by hand.
That's our son, our youngest child. He didn't like, this was taken like at 6 o'clock in the morning. They stayed here for about 4 hours taking pictures. And then that picture was taken from the balcony up there. Then this was out of the garden. Beautiful. And then tomatoes, and then showing, they wanted to show June planting. And this is from our garden. This was a picture that they had taken here after picking the zinnias and putting the tomatoes and peppers and stuff. And then on the back of it is our garden right here. This is the first article that was ever used.
As you can see, the Harlows have had great success with Mighty Grow, and they love the fact that it's a multi-purpose fertilizer that can be used anywhere, from vegetables to landscapes and even as a compost starter. If you'd like a printout of the tips shared in this video, just click on the button or visit our website at mightygrow.com. Be sure to check back for a follow-up video when we visit the Harlows again to admire their bountiful summer garden. Now, go get your hands dirty.